Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Hunter from Surfboards.com, and today we're going to be going over which leash is going to be right for you. So to start off, we're going to start with the length of the leash. Generally, you're going to want the length of the leash the same size of your board. So if you have a 9-foot board, you're going to want a 9-foot leash. 6-foot board, you're going to want a 6-foot leash. So the next thing we're going to be going over, guys, is going to be the cuffs on these leashes. The cuffs is going to have the biggest difference between all the brands. Each brand is going to have their own technology, all going to feel different. Generally speaking, the cheaper the leash, the less comfortable the cuff is going to be. You're definitely going to want quality on this, especially if you're going to be wearing it for a long time and having it for a long time. All these brands you see here are going to be top quality brands that we carry. Alright, so next we'll be going over the leash thickness. So this is going to be really based off of what kind of surfing you guys are doing and also kind of the size of your board. So to start off, we're going to have a light, which this Creatures of Leisure is going to be a light, and it's going to be 5 millimeters thick. It's going to have the leash drag, but it's not going to be quite as strong. So the next one up from that is going to be the comp, which is 6 millimeters, which this guy is right here. It's going to have more drag, but it's also going to be stronger. And then we are going to have 7 to 9 millimeters, which is going to be the pro. Usually companies will call them pros. And it's going to have the most drag. It's also going to be the strongest. So if you're longboarding or, hitting big waves, definitely the pro or 7 to 9 millimeters thick is going to be the best option for you. If you want something in between, the comp right around 6 millimeters is going to be a great option for you for an in-between for both of those. So next, guys, we're going to go over the swivels. I would not get a leash if it does not have a swivel, guys. It's going to cause a tremendous amount of tangling when you're either just sitting on the board out in the water, paddling out, getting on a wave. It's gonna tangle you up for sure. Most quality leashes are going to have a double swivel. The price difference between a single and a double swivel is so minimal that I definitely recommend you guys just get the double swivel. All these on here are going to be double swiveled. So the last thing, which is probably definitely one of the more important ones, is going to be a rail saver. All these do have rail savers too. A rail saver is basically what attaches your leash to your board, and typically it is made out of a sturdy fabric with Velcro. Without a rail saver, there's going to be a high chance of your leash breaking, cracking, or it going through your board, and the leash is going to damage your board. Alright, and you may be sitting here wondering, why is this one coiled? So a coiled leash is usually going to be for stand-up paddleboarders or a long boarder. This also mostly comes just in a calf. So the main difference between the calf and the ankle, it's going to be a little bit less comfortable, but there's going to be less coil in the water essentially, so it's going to have less drag. The coil also is going to kind of slingshot your board back to you as well if you fall off your board. So all these leashes are brands that I recommend. Creatures of Leisure is probably the most popular for sure for comfort, and you can find all these leashes at Surfboards.com, guys. So now that you got your leash picked out, we're going to put your leash on the board. So the first things first, you're going to want to make sure your leash string is not going over your rail. If it is going over your rail, you are going to want to shorten that up, or else you're going to have some issues. Alright, so now we're going to get the leash we're using in this example is the Creature of Leisure Reliance, which you guys can get at Surfboards.com. So you guys got your leash picked out, put the leash on your board, and now we're going to get some fins for your board. So if you're going to be doing stand-up paddleboards, we're going to show you how to put on a stand-up paddleboard fin. This fin is the Rainbow VS by Rainbow Fin Company. You can find it at Surfboards.com. So most of these stand-up fins have these hinges in the back and then a screw in the front. You'll have an opening here for your hinges, and you're going to slide that in first. Click in, push the front in. All right. And then you're going to want to line this up with your screw base. All right. Take your screw. Make sure it's nice and tight. All right, and that's it, guys. So all the items shown in these little series that we just had, you can find all of them on Surfboards.com, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.